Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you, and welcome to this great celebration of American freedom we're having here today. You know, it's really great to be here, and I really do appreciate that warm welcome from all of you. I want to say to all of you that are members of the NRA right now, I want to thank you with all of my heart for your support, for your vigilance in defending our freedom every day. You and NRA members like you all over this country have made a real difference in making this nation and our freedoms in this nation safer. A little over a year ago, the NRA offered a simple, honest, and effective proposal to make our schools safer. The political and media elites responded, and you'll remember, by calling me just about every nasty name in the book. You remember. But Americans responded differently. You know what? In city, after county, after school board, after state house, teachers, parents, police, legislators agreed with us and put armed security safeguards in place. History has proven, again, the truth that President Obama and anti-freedom activists everywhere deny and try to suppress. The truth that firearms in the hands of good people save lives. You know it. Now, the political and media elites, you know, they can't escape the fact, and the darlings in the liberal media can't change the God-given right of good people to protect themselves. Yep. For that fundamental human right, the NRA stands unflinching and unapologetic. And in defense of our freedom, NRA's 5 million members and America's 100 million gun owners will not back down, not now, not ever. Freedom has never needed our defense more than now. Almost everywhere you look, something has gone wrong. You feel it in your heart. You know it in your gut. Something has gone wrong. The core values that we believe in, the things we care about most, are changing, eroding. Our right to speak, our right to gather, our right to privacy, the freedom to work and practice our religion, and raise our families and protect them the way we see fit. Those aren't old values. Those aren't new values. They are core freedoms, the core values that have always defined us as a nation. And we feel them. We feel them slipping away. All across America, and believe me, I'm out there every week in some part of the country. Everywhere I go, people come up to me and they say, "Wayne," and they put their head down and they go, "I've never been worried about this country until now." And you know what? They don't say it with anger. They say it with sadness in their eyes. I've never been worried about this country until now. We're worried about the economic crisis, choking our budgets and shrinking our retirement. We're worried about providing decent health care and a college education for our children. We fear for the safety of our families. It's why neighborhood streets that were once filled with bicycles and skateboards and laughter in the air, they now, in too many neighborhoods, sit empty and silent. In virtually every way, for the things that we care about most, we feel profound loss. We're sad. Not because we fear something is going wrong, but because we know something has already gone wrong. That's why more and more Americans are buying firearms and ammunition. Not to cause trouble, but because we sense that America is already in trouble. We know that sooner or later, reckless government actions and policies have consequences. And that when government corrupts the truth and breaks faith with the American people, the entire fabric of our society, everything that we believe in and count on, is in jeopardy. Political dishonesty and media dishonesty have linked together in this country, joined forces to misinform and deceive the American public. Let's be straight about it right now in this room. The political and media elites in this country are lying to us. They lie bills into law. You know that. They pass legislation they admit they haven't even read, and yet they eagerly go on television and defend it. Healthcare policies, economic policies, foreign affairs, all seem repeatedly reckless. The IRS is now a weapon to punish anyone who disagrees with them. And that means every one of you. They try to regulate our religion, they collect our cell phone and email data, and they give us Solyndra, Benghazi, Fast and Furious, Obamacare, massive unemployment, a debt that will choke our grandchildren, and one executive order on top of another. Rather than expose government dishonesty and scandal the way they used to, the media elites whitewash it all. Move on, they tell us. There's nothing to see here. Don't worry. One of America's greatest threats is the national news media that fails to provide a level playing field in this country for the truth. Yeah, Americans just like you all over the country are onto that fact. They know now it's all entertainment, it's ratings, it's personal celebrity, it's the next sensational story, and the deliberate spinning and purposeful use of words and language, truth be damned, to advance their own agenda. And here's how you know they're lying. They still call themselves journalists. Yeah. They have never been honest about the National Rifle Association. Boy, they hate us just for saying out loud and sticking up for what we believe in our hearts, as if we have no right to do that. So they try to ridicule us into oblivion or shame us into submission. But their moral indignation should be directed right into their own makeup mirrors. Yeah. The media's intentional corruption of the truth is an abomination. And with NRA members, we will never, and I mean never, submit or surrender to the national media. I promise you that. People all over the country see through their agenda just like you do. And you know, people become so weary of government dishonesty and media dishonesty and the all too commonplace lying that most Americans in this country have just stopped listening. It's why the President's State of the Union address was largely ignored by the public. It's why, according to a recent poll, 90% of Americans disapprove of Washington, D.C. It's why, yeah, it's sad. It's why a majority of Americans in poll after poll say we don't trust the White House, don't trust Congress, and don't much trust either political party, and sure as heck don't trust the national news media. We don't trust government because government has proven unworthy of our trust. We trust ourselves, and we trust what we know in our hearts to be right. We trust in our freedom, and in an uncertain world surrounded by lies and corruption, there is no greater freedom, believe me, than the right to survive, to protect our families with all the rifles, shotguns, and handguns that we want. We know in the world that surrounds us, there are terrorists, home invaders, drug cartels, carjackers, knockout gamers, rapers, haters, campus killers, airport killers, shopping mall killers, and killers who scheme to destroy our country with massive storms of violence against our power grids or vicious waves of chemicals or disease that could collapse the society that sustains us all. So I ask you this afternoon, do you trust this government really to protect you and your family? We're on our own. That's a certainty. No less certain than the absolute truth. A fact the powerful political and media elites continue to deny, just as sure as they would deny our right to save our very lives. The life or death truth that when you are out there on your own, the surest way to stop a bad guy with a gun is a good guy with a gun. You know it. It's in the hearts of Americans all over this country. That's why they believe in this freedom. It's their freedom. It's no one else's. It's not for government to take it away. Now, what I have just said will be sneered at and ridiculed as feverish fear-mongering by the very same people who produce the television shows and movies that graphically depict every single evil act I just talked about. So, let them sneer. They can't change the truth. They can't change the fact that all over America, there are more than 100 million good guys, and good gals too, good Americans with guns. And a bunch of us are here right now. We are good Americans. We love our country. And we're not about to stand idly by as the dishonest political and media elites strip our values away. I promise you that. The National Rifle Association, all we believe in and fight for, has become a metaphor for the core American freedoms that we all want preserved. Standing with the National Rifle Association is a massive declaration of individual rights. When you do that, it's an unwavering commitment to ensure the survival and determination to do it of everything that we cherish. Our struggle that we're involved with every day is noble, as like-minded people coming together to protect and defend what makes us free. We are exactly what our founding fathers were and envisioned us to always be. So I'll put it to you. Do you believe that Declaration of Individual Liberty? Come on, let me hear you. Are you willing to stand and fight for your rights? America needs you as part of a larger and stronger and growing National Rifle Association. And I can hear that cheer coming from all over the heartland of America. It's how you resist. It's how you tell the world that you're going to fight and that you're going to protect everything that you care about. Trust, dignity, honor, civic duty, courtesy, kindness, the liberty to live and believe as we choose, to be as accepted as we are accepting of others, the freedom that only comes through the Second Amendment to the U.S. Constitution of the Bill of Rights, to live without fear, to live without tyranny, as responsible, good people who exercise our individual right to keep and bear arms, to defend our families, to defend our communities, and to defend our nation. The NRA proudly stands for the America we all want, where we can speak and gather as we choose, unashamed of our patriotism, unflinching in defense of one unifying principle: individual freedom for all. Here's the thing about the United States of America. Our Second Amendment freedom separates us from every other country on earth. It makes us stronger than other countries. It makes us better than other countries. And to save all of our freedoms, there is no cause nobler than saving our Second Amendment freedom. So as you're here this weekend and from now on, this is your moment in history. This is your national movement. This is your time to join us and stand and fight. Our opponents are shrewd, and you know it as well as I do. They are skilled in spinning webs of deceit. Their coffers, they're full, believe me, and their sights are set squarely on this fall's election. This election is going to be a bare-knuckled street fight. They're going after every House seat. They're going after every Senate seat, every governor's chair, every state house that they can get their hands on. And they're out there laying the groundwork to put a Clinton back in the White House. They intend to finish the job, make no mistake about it, to fulfill their commitment, their dream of fundamentally transforming America into an America that when they're through, you won't recognize. But mark my words, the NRA will not go quietly into the night. We will fight. All over the heartland of this country, from one ocean to the other. Now, some of you may have heard about Michael Bloomberg. Yeah, I know. Last week, he gave a big interview to the New York Times and went on the Today Show. Yeah, you talk about being in cahoots together. You know, Bloomberg vowed to spend $50 million to beat us in November. He said he'd do everything he could with all of his $50 million to confront and defeat the NRA. Well, here's our response.
Michael Bloomberg says he has $50 million to attack my gun rights. Well, I have $25 to protect them.
I've got $25.
I've got $25 too.
So do I.
I do too.
And me too.
I'm a mom, and I do too.
Me too. Me too.
For my two daughters, I do too.
This guy thinks he can scare us into running from a fight to protect our rights and our freedoms. He's one guy with millions. We're millions with our 25 bucks. Let's see who crushes who.
It's people. It's Americans in their hearts. And this election is going to be won or lost on every street, on every corner, in every coffee shop, every store, every church in America, where every NRA member lives and works and volunteers and campaigns. Those NRA members and those great Americans, just like them all over this country, they are the real muscle of NRA's clout, and together we will stand as members of the NRA and stand and fight to take back our country. So stand up right now, and you tell me, do you want to save this country and all that is good and right about America? Come on, I want them to hear you all the way back to the White House. Will you stand and defend your freedom with all your heart? Are you proud of your liberty and ready to fight like hell to keep it? Never back down, and always, always, with all your heart, stand and fight for our great American freedom. Thank you very much. You make the difference. We do it together. Thank you.